All right, we're going to take a look at one more if function, and this is going to kind of bleed into the next section as we get into the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP and index and match functions. So I'm going to give you a quick, absolutely quick preview of the VLOOKUP because we're going to bring in the IFERROR function to help us out. So I'm going to move over just one more worksheet. This is called the VLOOKUP function worksheet. And like I said, quick preview because the next section you're going to get much more in depth into these functions. But here we're going to talk about utilizing the IFERROR function. So inside of here, I got again a simple table. I've got some employee IDs and I've got the first name column. Now the first name column, if I give Howard a double click here, it's using the VLOOKUP function. And like I said, you're going to talk about this one. You're going to get much more in depth into this in the next section of this course. But the VLOOKUP is using the ID to find the first name inside of this master employee list. This guy right here. It looks through the first column, finds the matching ID. If it finds it, it then returns the first name column back to me. Now, the VLOOKUP's great, but what if it doesn't find a match? Like you have an employee ID that doesn't exist. For example, here I've got these pound NAs. It's returning errors because these cells are empty. They're blank. Well, if I put something in there, let's say I put 100 in there. 100. Now, employee ID number 100 does not exist inside of this list. So it gives me back an error. Well, you know what? I don't like the errors. I don't like to see pound NA, pound value, pound div 0. I don't like to see that, right? It's a legitimate error. It's not even really an error. It just can't find it. It can't find that ID, whether it's empty or something that doesn't exist. So what I want to do is if the VLOOKUP returns an error, then I want to output something else. I want to say something like employee ID not found, right? Something like that. Let me delete out this 100 here. What we're going to do is I'm going to go up to C3, got Howard there, and I'm going to go up to the formula bar top of my screen. Just to the right of the equal sign, I'm going to click there. And essentially what I'm going to do is bring in the IFERROR function, and I'm going to nest the VLOOKUP within that function. Take a look. So I'm just going to say equals, it's already there. I'm going to type in IFERROR, and I'm going to open up a parentheses. So the IFERROR function has two arguments. It wants to know the value. What is it checking? Where's it going to look to see if it has an error? So in this case, our value is going to be the VLOOKUP, that function that's already there. The second thing it wants to know is if there's an error, what do you want it to say? What's the value if there's an error? So here, I'm going to go just to the right of the closed parentheses of the VLOOKUP. I'm going to do comma. Inside of quotes, I'm going to say imp ID not found. And I'm going to close the parentheses. Oh, you know what? I'm going to close the quote, and then I'm going to close the parentheses. So now we got equals IFERROR, open parentheses. We got the function in there, the VLOOKUP that was already there, comma, and then inside of quotes, this is the message I want to display if there's an error in the VLOOKUP. Then I'll close the parentheses. That's it. I'm going to hit enter. So Howard's still there. 1054, that one exists. So it returned the proper value. But if I copy this down, we've now got employee ID not found where it doesn't find a specific ID. And if I put the 100 back in there, right, an actual value for it to search for, I still get the employee ID not found. If it's an actual value that does exist, like I put 1054, which we know does exist, then it gives me back the Howard. So if error. If there's an error in this, then give me this text, employee ID not found. If there's no error, then just do your normal thing and give me back the proper results. That's it. This is your IFERROR calculation. This is a great one. We talked about templates earlier on in this course. This is a great one to use in templates, right? You delete out all the data, you still got calculations there, and those calculations might give you errors because you got no data in the worksheet. Use the if error to replace the errors with something else. Your if error inside of Excel.